Because maybe you don't have that special someone for cuffing season. So what you need to do for cuffing season, if you don't have somebody, is you cuddle up with your favorite series. So we're here to help. We're going to let you guys know literally all the top shows of all time. Our favorites, your favorites, and also what the people on the internet say are the top favorites. Okay. Happy Cliche Wednesday. We're back with you guys with a new episode. What's this now? Episode 6. We're back at it. I'm your host, Kyler.
I'm Gia.
And today we are talking about something that's going to keep you kind of cozy. A good series, a binge watch is just exactly what you need during the cold season, for sure. So, we're going to just go ahead and jump into it for you guys about our faves. I will say what we're going to do is we're only going to stay directly with television because clearly movies is a whole nother rodeo. So we'll have to do another one on the top faves of movies. But right now we're literally just going to talk to you about like literally television, just straight to the TV series. So I think that for some people, of course, they want to go with the new and they have to keep up with what's happening, you know, this show that comes out on this day, blah, blah, blah. But either you have your favorite shows of like right now, or there's, of course, you can literally go back and watch all of the really, really old classics, even like black and white black and white series, things like that. You might be surprised that some of the hidden gems from like the 1960s and 1970s and so on. Okay, so Gia, I guess I shall let you go first. At least give me a few that come to your mind just give me 3 really quick.
Okay, so you know I love TV, so this is hard for me. So I'm going to give you one from each era.
Okay, that's good.
I love old TV shows. It's like my thing. It's my ish. So I'm going to start with one of my classics, Mary Tyler Moore Show. Girlfriend. She was a vibe. Mary Tyler Moore. This is
so
for
was that is that like a
70s
talk show or was it a sitcom?
No. It was a sitcom. I love sitcoms. I'm a sitcom girl. So Mary Tyler Moore, okay, so basically she inspired Oprah. So we wouldn't have an Oprah if it wasn't for Mary Tyler Moore. Do your research, lady.
I could look that up because I've never even heard of it before.
It's a great show. Look at it.
And I love oldies.
Then I'll go to the 80s. Or no, I won't go to the 90s. I'll say I love Moesha.
Okay.
I love Moesha. I remember as a little girl, we would like rush home to watch it. It's on YouTube. I love it. I don't know. I just feel like because
she's a classic.
The classic.
First of all, Moesha was so iconic. Like I think as soon as the Moesha braids became like literally a slogan, like a term, and people were like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get Moesha braids." Like it was a staple pinpoint. The way she dressed, people were definitely trying to like mimic a lot of her outfits. The baggy jean looks, the hats, the braids. Literally everything. The cutest, I think that it was an adorable show. I think that it was hilarious and so many people loved it. And she had like the catchiest little jingle. Moesha. Okay, so what's your next?
My last one, I'll say, okay, this is hard. Sex and the City.
Oh, duh.
We were too young to watch it, but like all of our moms were divas, so they started it. But then watching it as an adult, like
relatable.
Like come on, it's just literally life. Like what are we saying?
I think that first of all, the fashion slogans, like Gia's saying, I literally had no idea what I was watching. And to be honest, not gonna lie, when it was actually on television, I did not watch Sex and the City. Like,
of course, you were too little, but your mom did.
No, I know, but I'm saying no, my mom watched. Oh my gosh, I hate my mom's taste. My mom is like that lady. All she watched was Star Trek and westerns and MASH.
My dad likes MASH. Yeah.
Right. So my mom never really watched anything interesting that like I would actually be like, ooh, yay. No, my mom was literally watching westerns all day, every day, and Star Trek. I hate Star Trek just because of that.
Hold on, wait. Trekkie. I would definitely say that Kyler's character is like a Samantha mixed with Carrie.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, sometimes I give a little Samantha too.
No, I said Samantha.
I think you said Miranda. I was going to say Miranda.
No, not Miranda. Samantha.
Oh, okay, yeah. I definitely am a hybrid between Samantha and Carrie, for sure. And I would love to hear who you guys think that Gia is giving.
I'm Charlotte and Carrie, but I'm more of a Charlotte, but I dress more like Carrie.
Yeah.
I'm more of a free spirit, but I'm like a Charlotte.
Yes.
I'm a Charlotte.
Yes, I think they get that. Okay, so since you gave 3 oldies, I'm gonna give my 3 throwback oldies.
Yeah.
So, so oldie for me, which I love weird stuff, guys. So bear with me. I love the X-Files. I love the X-Files. I literally have seen everything ever of everness put out from the X-Files. I love the X-Files so much.
I've never seen it.
Cause I love. Oh my god, it's so good.
So was it about like aliens and stuff?
Yes, but
sci-fi.
Okay, so Mulder and Scully, one is a skeptic because they're partners. One's a skeptic and one is like really believes in extraterrestrials and like pretty much the behind the scenes of the stuff that the government is trying to cover up and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
that
it's
sounds
not
interesting.
like too geekish, but it definitely is geekish. Like it is. It
that
is.
sounds
But it's interesting.
You said you liked that in Panama, so
it's really good. So I don't know if this really counts as like a throwback, but like literally the very, very, very first ones is The Real World. I loved The Real World growing up. That was like
me too.
my X-rated HBO for me because they were so uncut. Like really, literally, if you go back and watch like the very, very first ones, like the very first like seasons, one of the guys had like AIDS on there, and that was like a really, really big stigma for, you know, people didn't talk about stuff like that. And
my favorite one was the Vegas one when they were in the Palms.
Yes,
I thought they were so lit. You could not tell me they were not everything.
It was so good. Okay. I was like, I just felt so feisty as a kid. Like, I know I'm not supposed to be watching this, but it was so good.
Yeah.
Like, for the throwbacks, it sounds really corny, but I used to love this show called All in the Family. And it's like
I love that show.
Okay, I loved All in the Family.
It's so homey. It makes me feel so...
I don't know, like you're watching your grandparents on TV or something. They were just like, rah, 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 rah. Like,
so he was so mean to her.
Yes, it was so funny though.
Like, I'm like a pop culture buff and I love TV. So I just want to say All in the Family, back in those days, it was a Norman Lear show. And he spun so many shows off of that. Good Times was spun off of All in the Family. Maude, I don't know if you're familiar with Maude. It's like I don't know if you like B. Arthur, but she was, you know, Dorothy in Golden Girls, but she had a show called Maude that was amazing from All in the Family and The Jeffersons. Those were the 3 shows that were all spun off of All in the Family.
I love that show. And they used to literally play the rewinds of that all the time. And I don't know, it just used to always play. So I used to find myself like kind of chuckling at it at the end of the night or whatever.
It's a great show.
It definitely is a staple show. Now, I will tell you guys, my all-time favorite throwback show that I think should be a classic, literally people, when I've been doing my research, no one mentioned this show, is The Nanny. That
hello,
is
yes.
just literally one of the best shows ever for like throwback shows. Just good, wholehearted, family fun, giving looks.
Fashion.
It was just so cute. I loved that show. I wanted to be Nanny Fran so bad. I loved her little outfits and her little stupid accent. It was awesome.
And a little tidbit about that show, she actually pitched that show on an airplane.
Bossy.
Yep, she pitched that show on an airplane, and she also married her husband, who is now gay. And
I read that.
She's very interesting.
Yeah, interesting backstory. Okay, so now give me your 3 all-time favorites that are like your go-to of like right now.
Like I said, I love TV, so it depends on the mood. But right now, I'm all about the Housewives. I love Dallas. Oh, fuck. And I love Beverly Hills.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, because I don't watch the Housewives. Who do you think is the best franchise out of all the Real Housewives?
Beverly Hills, for sure.
Beverly Hills?
I'm not really an Atlanta girl. Like, I come and go with Atlanta because Atlanta can be so negative. I like when the girls are in a happy space and they're just living large. That's what I like. Beverly Hills, they keep their tea under wraps. I love that franchise. Housewives are great. I love reality TV. But a really good show that I like that's new is All American. It's really, really good. It's about the football player who's from the hood that goes into the school in Beverly Hills. The writing is really good. The characters are really cute.
It's like a reality show or a scripted
No,
show?
it's a TV show, sitcom.
Oh.
So good. All the kids love it. The kids love it. And what else is a good show? I love The Hills and Laguna Beach. Lauren LC is why I wanted to move to LA. I wanted to have a convertible just like her, and I wanted to drive in the hills, and God made that happen for me. I love her. Sorry.
Okay, so who do you think out of all, because I don't watch reality TV, guys, but Gia is a reality TV show buff. Okay, so you say that your fave out of all the housewives is Beverly Hills. Who do you think out of all the shows you've ever watched had the best of all time reality show? Besides us, because you guys know we were actually on TV.
We're on TV too. I really like Vanderpump Rules. That's a spinoff from Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I'm surprised you didn't say the Kardashians.
Oh.
I'm surprised.
Okay. Duh. That's a duh. But
or Jersey Shore.
Kardashians. That's
Were you
a
a
duh.
Jersey Shore girl?
That's a duh.
Currently, the things that I am obsessed with, I've been watching Seinfeld just because I just like to have my own opinion about stuff. So I will genuinely try just to see if I can get into it. And I know that Seinfeld is clearly a staple show of like pop culture. So I was just curious to see if I could get into it because I really like dry humor. So I try to get into that. And I've been watching it currently. So I'm kind of still in infancy with it. I'm like season 3, episode like 2 or something.
That's when it gets really good. Season 3 is when it gets really good.
The episodes are so short and so quick. So literally like in one day I did that. So I'm like still premature with that. So I'll have to get back to you guys on how I like that. But
another show, if you like Seinfeld, Larry David, which is the creator of Seinfeld, which is literally my true icon, is who I am. He has a show called Curb Your Enthusiasm that I used to watch with my dad. It's the funniest show in the entire world. And I actually saw Larry David at the Palisades, and I was like, look, you are my second father. Thank you for you. And he's literally everything you need. So check on that. If you like Seinfeld, you're going to like Curb Your Enthusiasm. Larry David is a freaking genius. Okay.
I'll take your word on that. I actually been doing research about the top shows, and Curb Your Enthusiasm was on a lot of lists. So I'm going to have to check that out. But the things I'm currently obsessed with, my top favorite shows. I'm just going to give you guys a blab because I'm currently actually watching a lot of shows. One of the shows that is super off the wall, but I'm obsessed with that I love is Naked and Afraid. It is so good. So basically they have these people, they drop them off as two. It's a guy and girl, and they like drop them off in the wilderness, and they have to stay out there. I think it's 21 days. And they just give you like a bag and a fire starter, or like a pot and a map. Like they literally have to stay out there in different climates. They'll be in like Africa. They'll be like in the swamps. They'll be in the mountains. It's ridiculous. I don't know why I love it so much, but it's really, 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 really good.
What network is that?
I think it's the Discovery Channel.
Stay away from that channel.
It's so good though. It's so good. Like, because sometimes they like start fighting, or the guy's trying to creep up on the girl at night. It's really, really, really funny, to be honest.
Makes me feel like social studies.
Yeah, or it's funny because sometimes the people are like, oh yeah, I'm the wilderness I'm the wilderness king and da-da-da. Then they get out there and like dip out day 2. Like, it's really funny. So I love that show. Anytime that's on, I definitely can watch that all day, every day. I've literally seen all the episodes.
I just fell asleep. I'm so bored.
Such a hater. Anyway, so I love that show. So if you like stuff like that, you'll be obsessed. I also love Grey's Anatomy. Obsessed. I watched that from the beginning to end, and she is pretty much Grey's Anatomy is me. I just love that show so much. I got hip to that maybe like 2-3 years ago, and now I hope it just never goes off. I want to be 90 and watching Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, it's still on, right? It's still on there.
I want it to never end. So Grey's Anatomy is something that I definitely watch. And also, you guys, if you're into dark television, I really love like murder mysteries and dramas and stuff like that. So like on Netflix, Mindhunter is amazing. True Detective is really good.
That is good.
Anything with like psycho killers and who did it, who did it, why, where. I love stuff like that.
Do you have something to tell us?
Yeah. So, but so if you like murder mysteries and stuff like that, I'm all for all of that. That's why Netflix and Hulu really give me, a good. My itch gets off with that because they have so many different series that come out with that. But Mindhunter, if you want to see like a true crime documentary that's like literally mind blowing.
I love documentaries.
It's called Evil Genius on Netflix. Plot twist of plot twist of plot twist. It's crazy, and it's actually about the pizza bomber that happened. It's like a true life story. They actually also use like news footage and all that good stuff. So I love stuff like that, even though it is creepy, but I just like creepy TV. So, and what else do I really love? So if you guys want to see that, also, I think what is a staple of people who like murder mysteries and stuff is Law and Order SVU. I don't know where we would be in this world without that. Like,
I have to fall asleep to Law and Order. Like, if I'm in a hotel, like, I always go to, like, TBS, and it just, like, it makes me feel comfortable, and I just fall asleep.
I just feel like I don't think I've ever met anyone in my life who doesn't like that show. How can you not like that show? It's just a good show. Whenever you turn on, they just deserve their own channel, like, literally, so they could just play it all day. Also, fun fact, Olivia Benson, her, clearly that's her SVU name, but she's actually the highest paid woman in scripted television.
She deserves that.
Yeah, she's literally been on there forever, and she does a great job. I would be a horrible person if I did not mention Game of Thrones. I love anything period pieces, movies as well, but I won't even get into that right now, but I love stuff like that. Game of Thrones was completely up my alley. I love anything mystical and yes. So Game of Thrones literally was probably the best show I've ever watched in my life. But
it's too smart for me. I don't want to think when I watch TV.
It's not that complex. It's just that you literally, if you have not watched Game of Thrones, I understand there's so many haters who want to hate on
I'm not a hater. I just never watched it. I gotta get into it. I know it's
this winter. Do yourself a favor
and start
from season 1, episode 1. Watch the entire episode, and then let me know in the comments if you dislike it or not. But really give it an honest try, and it's such a good show.
I'm gonna give it a try.
Such a good show. And I'm not going to spoil anything just in case some people haven't watched it. I mean, clearly there were so many memes about it, but yes, I'm amongst one of the fans who was very disappointed in how the show ended. I was very, very hurt.
My mom was pissed.
But I was very hurt, but it's fine. I've healed, and I'm on to new shows now. Okay, so for the critics on the internet, of what they say is the best television shows of all time, Rolling Stone, on their list, they had 100, but I'm going to give you the top 10. So number 10, they have The Daily Show, which I guess, All in the Family, which clearly me and Gia just talked about. I think it's just more so like a staple in pop culture, the reason why. I don't think it's, I like the show. I wouldn't say that it's top 10. Gia, you agree? I said I like All in the Family, but I wouldn't give it top 10.
The writing, though, and for the time period.
Okay.
I'll give it.
So 8, they have Rolling Stone has Saturday Night Live as number 8 as all time. Number 8. Then number 7, they have The Twilight Zone. So when I was doing the research for this, I really haven't watched Twilight Zone, but I know that that's probably something I'm going to like. So I've started watching it. I'm on episode 4 so far. And I'm going to let you know right now that me watching it, first of all, it's like, I think it was like in the 1950s. It started, I might be lying, but it's black and white. But for it to be so ancient, the graphics is way above its time. Even the storyline, and when I was reading about it, okay, so The Twilight Zone, if you don't know, it's kind of like, Black Mirror is also a staple good dark series too. But basically, Black Mirror is kind of the revamp of Twilight Zone because it's always giving like this alternative of like what life could be like. or like a bad dream. Anyway, Twilight Zone was actually pretty good. I was just very impressed with like how advanced it was, to be honest, because I was just like, how did you know how to make things float in the air? And I don't know. I just felt like because they didn't have computers, so how were they doing this? Anyway, okay, they have The Simpsons as number 6. I mean, it's literally been on television forever, so I feel like
I love The Simpsons. The Simpsons killed the Cosby Show and the whole home. The Simpsons killed the sitcom. What we know is a sitcom.
Yes, and they're the longest reigning animated television show ever. Blah blah blah. Seinfeld is number 5. They have Mad Men as number 4.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Oh my god, that show
Mad Men is an amazing show. If you guys have not watched it, I will say it's not a fast-paced television show, though. It's not fast-paced, but it's just good television. It's really good.
So
and
good.
Don Draper is so dreamy.
I'm actually naming my daughter January. Her name is January Jones, the wife. So. Love.
I didn't know you watched Mad Men. That's very new for me.
I love Mad Men.
Okay. Look, you learn something new every day, guys.
Girl, okay, so I'm complex. I can give you elements.
So number 3, they have Breaking Bad, which
I got into the first season, but I couldn't get out of it. But it was good.
Breaking Bad was really, really, really good. Like, if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, guys, I would definitely recommend that series as a good binge watch for this winter if you haven't seen it yet. Also, just while I'm thinking about it, another good dark series to binge watch if you haven't seen it before is Dexter. Dexter is like a good, and it's on Netflix, I think, so you can literally binge watch that. It's really, really, really good. And it's not too gory, but it's just suspenseful enough if you like that kind of stuff. Okay, so then they have number 2, Rolling Stone has The Wire as one of the best shows of all time. A lot of people love that show. I cannot... Very embarrassing love. I've never seen it. I know that's my father's favorite show of all time. Like, he loves that show. Like, he watches it all the time. Even now, even though he's seen it all the time. And then Rolling Stone has, as their number 1 best show of all time, The Sopranos.
Love that show. Sorry.
I've actually never seen it before. So.
Great. Tony Soprano is like, he's definitely like your dad. He's like my dad. He's like a dad, but he's like a drug dealer and a kingpin. And he's just like, but he's like a dad. You know how dads are. He's cool.
Yeah, I've seen the commercials, but I've just never seen it. So it's on my list of things to binge watch. Guys, what I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you want to watch something that's currently on television that's kind of synonymous to The Sopranos, is Ray Donovan.
Love Ray Donovan.
That man. Anyway, Ray Donovan.
Love Ray Donovan.
It's bae. You know what we forgot?
These nuts.
What?
True Life. Now that's...
Yes.
True Life, MTV Cribs, like the old MTV shows.
Sweet 16.
I really wasn't that big of that, but True Life, like when they had True Life, I'm a Shopaholic, that was crazy. Or one of the craziest ones I think I saw was like True Life of Body Dysmorphia.
I love the one, the True Life, before they went into the Jersey Shore. I'm going to the Jersey Shore. Like the whole Italian series they used to do. And then they did True Life, I'm Too Pretty.
Or did you see, they have one too, which is so, sorry, it's not supposed to be funny, but they had True Life, I'm Addicted to Tanning. Oh my God, the girl. They have some good epic.
I remember True Life. True Life was the shit. It
was so good. So guys, go back and binge watch that because True Life really has some hidden gems. If you haven't,
you can watch it on YouTube. A lot of MTV stuff is on YouTube. They haven't made Hulu yet or any other stuff.
Yeah, they don't have it on there yet, but they have to bring that back because True Life was so good. MTV Cribs was so good. I used to love seeing that, like seeing the celebrity closets. Now we have Instagram, so. But that was like seeing the...
I loved Diary.
Diary was good. Diary was amazing. And it's one more that we're forgetting that was so good too. Oh, Maid. When they would come as a teenager and then like make you up into whatever you try to be. So, okay, sorry. We just had to add that in there for you guys. So if you don't have Netflix or you don't have Hulu, you can go on YouTube and watch that.
Yeah,
stuff all
YouTube.
day. That's
One thing I want to say too that I like music documentaries because I'm an artist. I love like E! True Hollywood Story, and I love like Behind the Music and Driven. I love stuff like that, and all that is on YouTube. Biography. I like to know like the behind the scenes story. I love all those.
Those are actually really, really, really good. I love E! True Hollywood
inspiring,
Story, especially the old ones. See, that old throwback TV is old. Sometimes you just can't. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. You know. Clearly, we can talk about this all day with you guys, but we're not gonna keep you guys here for too long. We got
a little longer.
So until next week, guys. But please let us know what your favorite shows are to watch, or if you guys have suggestions for us, because we're always looking for new things to watch. Yeah. I love stuff to watch on TV. So let us know what your faves are, or if you agree or disagree with the things that we listed. But again, you know how this goes. We love to love, we love to hate. So what do we got for us? Dishes.